Hello everyone and welcome to this channel, Common Applications of Motherboard Spacers. Spacers, aka hex standoff, are small, inexpensive metal parts. Even though spacers come in different type and size, the one you see in above photo is used commonly in motherboard installation. Let's take a look on some examples of spacer applications. Number 1, I/O connectors position adjustment. In top photo, before adding spacers, you see here how it looks like. The connectors, you don't really see them complete, like they are partially visible. So here we say motherboard's I/O connectors are partially visible. In bottom photo, after adding these spacers, that's actually inside, motherboard's I/O connectors are fully visible. Take a look here. You see there's a small button, you can see that. The DVI connectors fully visible. Here is the USB-C, and even here, look at these audio connectors. You see only half, right? And here you see them full. Then application number 2, spacers can protect your board. Assume in this photo you did not use spacers and you could still see all I/O connectors here. Do not continue installation unless you confirm all parts and pins from board's bottom side do not touch metal tray below. So here is the bottom side. So this is at right. This is a photo of motherboard's bottom side. You see this is the plate for cooling fan. This area is for memories, these are for PCI, and there are so many components at the bottom side. By using a spacer under the board, you could move it away from metal tray, and by doing so, board cannot be damaged by short circuit, because some of these pins may have power. If the board touches, if they touches the metal plate, they will be short and your board will be burned. You don't want to do that. Application number 3, spacers can be used as razors. It's great for testing new motherboard after unboxing it. Look at the photo at right here. Before testing this board, I raised it from tabletop using black plastic spacers. Hope you could locate those spacers inside hexagons here. Like here, 1, 2, 3, 4. This also you can see. These are, yeah. Okay, there are many of them. So then I started this board for post screen. It's actually test. You see that board is booting or not. So post means power on self test. When you turn on your computer, a text screen briefly appears on your monitor before loading Windows. Being able to see this text screen means your new motherboard is good for Windows installation. So now here, when a tabletop board is powered on, you have to watch it and make sure no metal touches any device or pin of the board. Raising the board by spacers just make this watching easier for you. Let's check next slide. So how to raise the board using a spacer? Take a look on this photo. It's very clear. So this is the board. Here's the top side, is the bottom side. So basically I'm using 2 spacers, one place on top and another one is going through the mounting hole of the board. So it's ready here. So you could use 2 same spacers to raise a board from table surface. Follow these steps. Locate the mounting holes on board. Red circles at right. It should be here, like, you know, you see the side view of the board, but it's right here. Make sure the screw part of spacer can pass through mounting holes. So if there is a hole here, there's a cut, so the screw part can go through it, right? Okay. Pass the screw part of spacer through the bottom side of the mounting hole. Then screw down another spacer on top of the lower spacer. It's clear? Actually, when you do it, it's very easy. Like you have to find the hole first, you have to get two spacers, you have to actually make all spacer same part, otherwise the board will be, you know, some side higher and some side lower. So make sure you use all spacer same side, basically the same part number. So most of the spacers you have seen so far are metal spacers, right? Okay, did you, yeah, the last here, this is metal spacer. And let's go back. Did you wonder why, like why you have seen so many metal spacers? There are plastic or nylon spacers and also metal spacers, actually these two type. Yeah, plastic, nylon, they look same, but it's only material, like, you know, they are not metal, that's the thing. So it's metal and non-metal. Okay, metal spacers are conductive. Since boards mounting holes are electrically grounded, metal spacers could provide extra ground connection for board. Actually, if you have a multimeter and you check these locations, you'll find they're all ground. Here, 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 here. You see they're all ground. Actually, I tested them. Yeah, I found they're all ground. So you check the multimeter from this point and any connector, and you'll find they're ground, because connectors are naturally ground, right? Okay. Yeah, did I read that thing? Okay. So here again, since boards mounting holes are electrically grounded, so metal spacers could provide you extra ground connection, right? Okay. Plastic or nylon spacers are not conductive, so they are different, right? They are better for raising the board for testing. So what you do, you just use the plastic spacer and raise it. Now, okay, if your table is metal, so there is no need, because you're only testing, right? So you have to make sure when you are installing the board inside the PC case, then you have to be very careful that you are using the right spacer, right size, right height, you know, and they are properly inserted to the tray, the motherboard tray, and there is no short. There is, and all the pins are away from the metal tray, so there is no short. You have to be very careful, otherwise you may have a board very expensive and it will damage it. Conclusion, that's the last slide normally. I hope you found this video useful. We invite you to subscribe and watch our upcoming videos. There will be many actually, and feel free post comment after reading blogs from our DBA site, is decisionbyai.com. Ask any computer related questions. Thank you for watching.